Meet Khumbo Kachali Chirwa, a distinguished Malawian entrepreneur and educator with 20 years of experience. Growing up in a home where education and care were paramount, her late mother was a headmistress and her late father a medical doctor. Passionate about early childhood education, Khumbo is the founder and CEO of Pita Pata Daycare and Nursery School, as well as the founder of Childcare Training College. She has impacted countless lives through her work in both Malawi and South Africa. Khumbo Chirwa joins us today on Womanity as we discuss income generation at the intersection of passion and purpose. Here is her story. Welcome everyone and welcome Khumbo.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
I would like to quickly get to a thing that I've always wanted. What do you Muhammad Montessori? Yeah, in a Cambridge. Yeah, in a Malawian. And it's that preschool that sometimes we don't even know where to take our kids now. What are these things? What's a Montessori?
Okay, good. Montessori ndi njira soimozi is one way of approaches amene anakazikitsidwa pophunzitsana muchina chicho chimene timapanga kandi ukupanga ichi kaupanga Montessori kaupanga ya Malawi kaupanga Cambridge komano nkhani yeniyeni is the development of a child. So timakumana bepa development of a child. Timagwisa ntchito methodologies osiyana-siyana kuti tifikire mwana uja. Koma it's just one way of teaching.
So it's a teaching style?
Yes.
Ndeno ku Montessori go?
Yeah, so ku Montessori go nzonera kuti there was a lady Maria Montessori amene anaipanga introduce Montessori yo. Nthawi yoyo. And kunoko nde yafika kuma inambira kai kumene kukunjangu. Kunoko itafika anthu anachipanga be embrace chinthu chicha. And panopo they are even paliponse Malawi munomo konera kuti ana amene wo akapita solving kumene koko. It's more like a laid back approach. Yo phusira mwana. Komano it's a very nice one as well. Yo thanizira ona kuti mwana yo nayo so afikiridwe ndi kukhwima mu zonse zimene timafuna kuti akulemo. And then ECD now so chimozi. So
ECD, is this called a Malawian thing? Is it a
early childhood development?
Yes. Okay, so it's the same as Montessori, Komano it's a different teaching approach which is under early childhood development. Now I see early childhood development, but then this one is specifically called early childhood development. Okay, yes.
Kumene kusona koso ndi njira zathu zimene timamuthandiza mwana ujayi kuti aphunzireso kuti inayo apange develop holistically. So pachicho semene afesa timaphunzitsa awawa a ECD amaphunzitsa amaonesesa sonena kuti mwana ujaso nayo so asa lekezere panjira ma developmental domains osakhale nawo akhalepo kuti mwana uja apange develop fully.
Is it laid back as well, or
in there we just use a lot of routines mwana maziwira tuchochita from the word go akafika masiku ambayana ndamene mwina timapezeka mwe tungolimba nayo kuti okay timapanga ichi koma kangozindikira zimakhala savuta, they just go on the floor mina mapanga chomwecho kumango wapitisira kuma
from the timetable type style. Okay. Nangano ya Malawi, is it ECD?
Kunoko ECD nimene Malawi aigwisitsa kwambiri. Ndi imene afuna kuti mwana yese apange develop. Nde osewa a ECD a Montessori cholinga chathu bendi chimozi methodology yokhandi methods obizira ntchito ndamene asiyana
including Cambridge.
Izonse.
So Cambridge is a syllabus, not a style of teaching.
Yes.
ECD and Montessori are styles of teaching, not like more like
syllabus. Syllabus ilimo.
They're not a syllabus in itself, but a style.
My approaches.
Okay. Fuende antu mwambodi balisa.
Takubalisa.
When you don't know, wouldn't they know anga ya kupita kuti nzakwa kuti I know anga li ECD una Montessori. It's a bit crazy. How long have you been in the early childhood development space itself, in education generally?
Wow. I've been in the industry for over 20 years.
Ooh. Wow.
So ndichincho chinakhazikika ndithu mwaine
20 years.
20 years.
Okay, so now that takes us to the beginning of your life. Before we get into education and all that, I'd love to know a bit about where you're from and all of that good stuff.
All right, thank you so much, Ruth. My name is Khumbo Kachali Chirwa. I grew up in the north, from the north. I'm a mother of 4, a wife, and an entrepreneur. And yeah, so I just love working with kids. It's been my passion from day one. The moment I realized that I'm good at it, then I realized, okay, this is my thing. So I pursued it, and here I am. Tiana, not an easy thing. Komano akakauti alichiguru. It's very easy to manage them.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's easier.
It's very easy because they copy each other. When the other one is happy, they tend to wonder, okay, and then they join that. If the other one starts crying and then all say so, so if the environment is very good and I just they understand and then they love what is happening, they become happy.
So tell us how you actually ended up working in the space that you're in currently.
Okay, growing up, ndinakula ndithu mubanja loti munali anambili, and my mother was a teacher. Then I followed the same path. Chifika pa khomo sipa mashota anthu, sipa mashota so ana. Apart from her own kids, she had a lot of kids from our neighbors' houses. Amenama mngobwera basi nkuza khala nafe. She could cook for everybody without complaining, and then we could play, mwina fly. Zonse zimeti mani apangira as one big family. Komati maona usiku note, okay, so if you're in the hour, enaja ndi ongobwera. So I realized note, okay, kukaso ambili, mumasangalatsana zochitika, and you don't get sad in how Zambia ukakauti you're associated with a lot of people. I ended up now looking into that and then trying to also find out, what am I good at? I try to venture into marketing. This is not my thing. And then I also realized, after volunteering for some other families, now I realized as well, but in the true I'm good at then inaka kamila kumasamala now kuzapanga realize samalana. Then I now force myself to say, okay, ndikangoona while I'm trying to raise my own kids and looking after other kids. And then I found exactly who I really am.
How do we move from taking care of siblings, helping to take care of Anna and Tuena,
yes,
to then opening up an establishment in early childhood development?
Okay, it hasn't been an easy thing to do or an easy decision. I ended up being in this field just because of the kids that I had. Andeka, old ndabeleka ndeka. Ndabeleka ananga 4, ose onadusa mumpeni. And kuti anawo azindikire chikondi chimene nayi nacho sizinatengera kuti munthu andiuze komano every time when I look at them ndi pain imene nadutsamo nthawi imene mabereka, I realized that I need to look after these ones. They were like my treasure. Then ndikamayang'ana ndimaziuza kuti palibe amene angandisamalire apart from inendeka, and losing a mother nthawi imene yoyo kalekalero zinandithandizirabe kuti nanenso I should be like ndapasiyana wa chikondi ndidakali moyo. So I pushed myself to the limit kuti apart from just raising them at home, I chose to also continue, to study ECD kuti ndamvesese ana angawo, and then ndamveseseso ana anthu. In the process I realized it's a thing that I was really meant to be doing.
So this means you were removing yourself from working, or what does that mean? Were you already working at that point in your life when you were having your kids?
And now, yes. Oyamba wiliwo anale kuti ndinali pa khomo chabe kumangwa samala. And then voluntarily I was looking after ana amaneighbors anga amangondibweretseraso now. So I would just look after them, feed them, take care of them mpaka na madzulo. Komano I could see kunena kuti nthawi ya Easter ndi December, those parents could come with presents like kusandithokoza. So I was like, ndiye kuti ndikupanga ndi china chake chonena kuti nchofunika kwa iwowo. Mwina akapita kwinako akamakayenda akamakapanga ntchito zawo they were at peace kunena kuti anawo ali safe.
Yes.
So I was creating a safer environment for all the kids amene ali mu community yanga. And then pamene nazazindikira kuti I think inetu ndikhoza kutsegula even ka Nursery school ndizisamala ana anthu and makolo asamakhale ndi nkhawa zona kuti mwana anga ali pati and what is really happening with them. Ndi pamene ndinapezeka kuti ndatsegula the Nursery school.
Then at some point you lived in SA, is it?
Yes.
Did you start there kapena you started kuno ku Malawi?
Thank you. Ndinayambira ku South Africa. Ndimene masamala ana azinzanga. Ndi ana ma neighbors. Ena oti sinimazi mangozindikira kwa bwa mwana wanyuwani. Makolo ake sinakumana nawo. So ana angawo I was making sure ndichi chonse chosewelera panja.
Yes.
Pakhomo pangapa. So makolo ozungulira amasangala ndi zimene ziti pamene popozo. So amangu atumiza kaseweleni uko.
Yes.
In so doing mapezeka ono kuti the whole day imatha ndi kusamala ana. Ikamati 5-6 ndiye kuti naoso naneso ndapuma. It's when I realized I can even use this ndikumapezapo cholowa kusogoloko.
So coming to Malawi, mwafika, there's always that gap, honestly, that needs to be filled. I think you would know even better because you're in that space. Early childhood development, the importance of making sure mwana wapita ku preschool, and also how that propels them akafika ku school primary. Umata kuona the difference between mwana amene anabida ku nursery and mwana amene sanabidi. When you came in, how did you decide, okay, this is something that I want to continue here? Because that's another thing to come into a country and then say, okay, then nditsekule no school.
Okay, the gap number kuiona kwambiri ndi even ku South Congo. Ana mendi masamalawo, even ku school zimendi magwira kwa ntchito nditamba kugwira ntchito kuti ndikazipitise ku school uko. Naona kuti ana ambiri amathandizika mu zinthu zonena kuti pakhomo sakadathandizika. So ndinapanga chisankho chobwera ku Malawi kumaganizana kuti ndiye ndili kuno kuthandiza anthu ana antundu wina pamene kwathu kujaso izi zikutani zikufunika. So when I came there was a big gap yonena kuti umatha kuona kuti maskulu inde alipo koma nono maskulu angati amene even akupanga offer nutrition. Because physically a child cannot develop ngati mwana sakudya bwinoso sangasewere ndi njala and wanjala so sangamve. And now I realize kuti zosezo ndikazika pamodzi ndikutsegula the school yoti ndi maphunzitsi ndithu ozindikira chimene akupanga I can save my community. Then ndinayambira pamene popo kutsegula school yo ndaona sonera kuti ana ungokhala makomo inde ana oti auchokera makomo abwino. Koma apezeka kuti when they are coming to school apezeka kuti anaja amasokerabe china chake kunena kuti you could see the trust imene ana inayo pa mphunzitsi kumamuza nena kuti there was a fight at home nde umatha kuchitenga iweyo kumachiuza nena kuti ndiye chichi ndichipanga sort out mwaje kuti ndingopulumutsako mwana yekhaya. So looking at all that is when I realized I think this is it. My PTA ajamatithandizira kuyangana muzosezo. We could talk to our parents to the point where we now have a very beautiful community. Ana tundi makolo, they work together. We work together with them. Makolo, onyamula ana uchoka ama pick and drop set. Ama pick and drop. My teachers, any guardian amena ukhala ndi mwanayo, we involve them kunena kuti tiziunikirana mmene tingasamalire anaja.
Something unique that you do is the age of a child that you take on. Maternity leave is 3 months.
Yes.
Most times moms will work to the last day or at least last few days of their time as they're carrying the child. and kuchita ena kuchita diya udaya wakandudiya ndipaka ndikamba kulamuleva pamene ndichoke cholinga akokere nthawi yoti akhale ndi mwana akabadwa ka 3 months kaja akamenyerere ndithu akhale present and akangomaliza pamenepo nkhawa ndi pamene nozimayamba nokumwera. I know that work it can be very difficult for a mother because you're thinking, who am I going to leave my baby with? That's something that even I faced, where I was like, oh my goodness, if I can take her everywhere, I will. But what's exciting is you actually have 3-month-old humans.
Yes.
At your school. What does that look like? How do you work around that?
Thank you so much. Nkani ya ana 3 months is a very interesting issue. Ndona kuti kumayambi yototsegula mene school makolo amabwesa ana akakwana at least 2 years kumapita kusogolo. Koma ife pa flyers yathu tunalemba timasamala ana ang'ono from 6 months. Komano looking at maternity leave ya makolo ambiri. Ana kamasidwa ku nyumba kujako. Antchito ambiri amapezeka kuti they are also not qualified kusamala ana aja. Ena samagesedwa ena mapezeka kuti asungidwa ndi pamper the whole day. And then ifeyo kutekera naye nako chifukwa we monitor each other. There's no way you can be mwina kumusunga mwana ndi diaper from morning till late enawo alipo akuona sizingatheke. So ndi class special for the little ones amene ali 3 months plus ana amene tikalandira we just give them the care kuti anaja asamalike while makolo awo ali kuntchito. Then we make sure we change their diapers in time. We also make sure that we feed them in time. And makolo amati popera mikaka ndikuti bweretsera we keep that safe and ana amapezeka kuti amasamalika kamabwera makolo awo zatenga. Ndamene amatibweseranso makasitomala enawo maumboni mmene ana akutani akusamalikira. So ndimalo onera kuti sitimayang'ana onera kuti mwana kuti tidikire mpaka na 1 year makhala ngomungonchedwetsa. Wa 3 months uja akangosuntha pang'ono makhala kuti mwana uja amba kuzindikira kupanga zinthu zimene mwina saka anatha kupanga.
If they were home alone, yeah, of course. Ukakhala surrounded by other children. Umafeel so pressure again.
I should do this. I should crawl.
And you want to speak. You have something that you want to express yourself. So yeah, obviously, I mean that's the beauty of bringing children to a place of learning at a very early stage in their life, and also just hitting those milestones quicker, getting out of the diaper sooner, motor skills quicker, because you're around the resources that will allow you to get in that space. You talked a little bit about training though. At the end of the day, it's hard out there, and people have to go back to work. So you enlist the help you can enlist. If it's not Gogo or your sisters or someone that's helping you care for your child, of course, if what I'm sure sometimes I'm so Gogo, so now they have to be at work because as Gogo say chocolate.
Yes, it's true.
So it's hard out there, but I know that there's also training that you have been running, and offering for the mothers, young moms or expectant moms, people that are looking to take care of their children or mwina so anthu amene akuti ayi munthu uye akumatithandizira kunyumba koma mwina amwere. But if on a higher level, on a professional level, where now we've seen other preschools being opened through the trainings that you are holding, which are also accredited.
Well, kuti titsegule Childcare Training College zinatengera so kuti kunazale kwangako ndinapanga struggle chantonjwanji to find the proper teachers to be in the classes. Most of them were unqualified teachers. And now we started looking at what can we do for us to improve the standards, and this one Anna should develop fully. If we have unqualified teachers at the center, definitely Anna just sapanga benefit china chichonse. Komano if we train the teachers, Anna jampa zikaone na also apanga develop benefit utani tikufunira. So zinachitikira chambe ubwino kunya kuti from there we saw a gap. Yaikulu kunya kuti we should open the center, the college that is, to help first-time moms, expectant mothers. We're also looking at nursery school owners, teachers, assistant teachers, nannies, even anthu atimati ma parents amathandiza kutenga anachoka ku school pita nawo kuma extramural activities. Zinapezeka unaona kuti mkatikati momwemu ndi pamene tinazazindikira unaona kuti it was a good thing. It really made a big impact in my community. It also helped the nation to also realize chinthuchi, I think it in the chabwino. I work hand in hand with the government to the point that amabwera ndaboma kusapereka ma certificates yo. Kunena kuti amene achita bwino sikuti amangokhaliratu kunena kuti basi kukhala mphunzitsi. Ambiri, they've been empowered through the same trainings to be able to at least make a difference in their communities. And kukasegura masenta awo ena pano pagwira ntchito, people who are just sitting at home, ladies especially. And so as Bamboso panopo, we've seen men coming in to also help us. Kunena kuti tisamali bwanje ana Malawi munomu ali ku college ko authandiza nawo kuphunzira chifukwa as bambo ambiri amanena ntchito ndi azimayi. While in true sense akasinthako thewera amayi lero uli abambo mawata asintheko, just because amayi akapezeka kuti mwina atisiya while the baby is very young, mwana uja amapanga safa. They end up taking that child in the care of somebody who sakuziwa sonera kuti ali ndi kuthekera kusamala mwanako kapena ayi, just because iwo wakuona ngati alibe knowledge inene yosasamalira mwana. Ndapezeka kuti anaja foundation yawo imakhala yolakwika and they cannot make any impact in the society akakula.
Wow. So right now someone's watching and they're contemplating looking at their gifts, their talents, and after hearing your story, probably also thinking about how they can monetize what God has given them as their gifting. What would you say to that? Because it's a bit scary to think that your gift has value and that you can make an actual living
out of it
with that. Yes.
It's true. From the word go, somebody has to first understand herself.
Hallelujah.
Yes. And then if you know who you are, you also have to ask yourself, do I really love what I'm doing? And if you love it, then you have to go on a mission. And now you also look at the world or the environment that you're in. Do people need my services? If that is it, then you need to make sure that, ask yourself as well, if you have a strong feeling about it, then it will give you the channel to take you straight to your profession. So zimaitengera ndithu kuti uchimvesese pa yoweka unewa kuti ichichine chifukwa kuliko kupita kuntchito just because I just work there. Koma not like kuti nkati mumachimva kuti it's my calling. You can study something chonewa kuti it's not even your thing. And ukuzapanga realize later unewa kuti no, I think I'm good at this. We've had lawyers ku Childcare Training College. Amena kubwera pano vanena kuti no, ineyo ndinalowa class ndakaphunzira nawo kumayambiriro kuma realize no, it's not my thing. So mpamene umazitolera munthu mazindikira kuti have your me time just to ask yourself questions. Uzike pa ngati paka interview kaiwe weka ndikuziunikira chimene iwe uli. If you realize that chimakhala chosavuta kuzika mu channel choyenerera chimene chingakuunikire chimene ukhoza kupanga ngati kukwanitsa zimene Mulungu anakuikira pa dziko lino lapansi.
Man, I love it. I love it so much. Sometimes you notice what you're good at, the way you did, where you were comfortable doing it, happy doing it for free. Because most times this one can't demand passion. No one has to pay you for your passion.
That's true.
What is that thing that you can do without anybody putting the money on the table?
That's true.
And you will do it with excellence. And not only that, you're good at it. It's easy. It just comes naturally to you. Those are definitely things to consider. And a thing that is done well, people are happy to pay for as well.
That's true.
So I'm happy to hear from you about how you were able to monetize your gift and how almost everyday life it was that and organically here we are in a place where you are trusted, and you are also training others to do the same thing. So passion meets purpose.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the work that you're doing in our community.
You're welcome.
For training the different people that need the help to be trained to care for children. Children are the most valuable thing that as a nation we have. So it's always good to you are sure.
You are happy about it.
Yes. So thank you so much for that. And looking forward to hearing more success stories coming your way, even from the people that you are training currently.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Sure.
All right, everyone at home, Nkani Ndimende Ndi to find the intersection between your purpose and your passion, the thing that you're good at and the thing that you will do without pay, the thing that burns in your heart, and monetize that thing. It doesn't even feel like work anymore because you could have done it without being paid anyways. But now people have to pay you to do it because you have invested in yourself, and you have also invested in the skills that you need to be able to do that thing at a high level, and people will pay you truly. So that girl, because it's things that seem small that are actually big. And I love how Miles Monroe puts it, that no one came to earth without a gift. You didn't come to earth without a gift, and that gift is meant to make a way for you. It's meant to feed you. It's meant to bring you before kings and queens. That is that thing that God equipped you with to be able to make money and live well even in this beautiful country, Malawi. So figure out what that thing is for you and monetize it. Until next time, have yourself a good day.